Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and don't forget to leave a comment and a like on the video down below, and share us on social media. It's greatly appreciated. So, have you ever been hanging out in the Anomaly, doing your missions, or buying stuff with Quicksilver, whatever, and people like to show off their cool pets there, right? I've got a couple neat companions. I've got this dillo looking guy and this little bugbear guy and this flying moth worm and this ladybird, looks like a ladybug but balled up into a beetle shape, right? You ever seen those robotic companions? Those are kind of cool. I always wanted to get one of those, right? And I found out how to do it, and because of that, I'm going to share that with you. So first things first, you need the right kind of system to find it, because they only spawn in certain systems. So you want to find a system just like this, a red star system with no affiliation to it, right? No Gek, no Korvax, no Viking, nothing. It means it'll have an empty space station, and that's it. The more planets it has, the better, because it just gives you a better chance of one of those planets actually having robotic companions on it, because there's no guarantee in every system. So as you can see, this one has 4 planets and 2 moons, a total of 6 celestial bodies to choose from. So I thought, all right, well, this one looks pretty solid. Let's check it out. So I went around and I hopped around to a few different planets, and I didn't find any, and I was down to 1 planet and 1 moon left. Went to the moon and had some good luck there. So before you head down to these planets, one thing you're going to want to make sure that you have in your inventory is an ion battery. At least one. Multiples even better, because they work like the creature pellets, where instead of a creature pellet to feed a robotic companion, you're going to use an ion battery. And I know those are a little tougher to come by than creature pellets, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal to have those. You can make a ton of them in no time. Plus, you find them all over the place, rewards, breaking things down and all that. So when you want to check out a planet to see if it has robotic companions on it, you land. And if nothing spawns in right away, I think something will spawn in here. It did the first time I came down. Yeah, you can see it out there already. But you can go to your creatures, push up, and you'll see ion battery as an option instead of creature pellet. That shows you right away that robotic companions are on this planet, right? And they're pretty cool looking. Look at this guy with a big old magnet on his back, right? He's got a cool little Starship Enterprise head on him. Let's see if there's any others around that we haven't seen. I think I saw 2 distinct styles my first time through, but we'll run around a little bit and check it out. Yeah, it's the same one there. Same one there and there. There is some variation to these things. There we go, here's another one. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Jeez, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Let's check out this guy. He's got a cool little face too, with that curved downward sloping head. Alright, get rid of that. Really, just put a new one? Okay. And let's just look around for a little while longer just to see if there's more. I've seen that one. Out of the 2 I found so far, I'm digging the one with the round head. Yeah, that one I think is much cooler looking. Anything else? Awesome, we got a firestorm coming in. Alright, well the way it works is you feed them just like you feed with a pellet. You use an ion battery, and you can interact with them afterward. Now you can tug at wires on these guys. What's that do? That gives you chewy wires, and you can consume them. It gives you a couple nanites, right? Pretty cool. You can ride these things, and let me tell you, they're kind of badass to ride. They're pretty quick usually. So there's that. And before we do anything else, let's free up a spot, or actually create a spot on our animal companions for 5,000 nanites. And let's look to adopt one. So this one here we had... We'll adopt him. Sono Sonoto. Okay, he's Italian. So he's sad, so let's pat him a couple times and give him a battery. We can customize him by putting on, you know, different items on him, on his chest. Satellite. Huh. And of course, let's ride him again. Let's give him a ride now that he's tamed. But look how fast he goes, right? Far quicker than you could travel on your own, even with sprint enabled. So these guys are great to have if you want to traverse a planet that you're looking for some stuff and you want to be able to scan and, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, it does get a little hectic, but jump off. But yeah, there he is, our robotic companion. Now what's cool, as you can see, is these guys lay eggs. Now that's kind of badass. They lay eggs. So that means you can breed up another one later on and make him bigger, you know, work with that egg in the anomaly to change his stats a little bit, change his size, all that sort of stuff, which is cool as hell. So let's see, I think we have one more planet we haven't visited yet. We'll check out this acidic planet just to see if we get lucky, and there's 2 there. All the other planets in the system had none. So we're going to check one more spot out, the only planet we haven't landed on yet, and we'll see what happens when we get down here. Maybe we'll get lucky and have another one. Doubt it, but hey. And for the record, I went to, I think, 2 or 3 systems before I found this one with the robotic companions on my search today. So, you know, don't get, you know, be disappointed or feel like, oh crap, I'm not going to find one. Just keep at it, you know. And like I said, the more planets in the system, the more chances you have of locating a robotic companion. Let's land on this nasty acidic planet. Looks like it's in the midst of a storm, which is just awesome. Go from a heat storm to an acid storm. Cool. Coming in hot. And we'll land. So we're flying too fast. Coming down. Some storm crystals. And as you can see, this one's got creature pellets. So yeah, nothing there for us. Oh no, no fuel. A little uranium in there, and let's get out of here.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
So once you get your companion, it's always fun to go visit the anomaly. Because why not, right? reason we're stopping here for a spell is we're going to go back to our freighter base that I just did a video on a couple days ago. I've done a little more work on there, so I'll show you the update and what I'm working on for the next part of it. But yeah, when we're here, let's bust him out. Hey buddy, robot companion, everybody be jealous. Everybody be jealous. Everybody's jealous. Alright, I'm singing, I'm sorry. Promise not to do that again. So here we go. Yeah, so we did a little more work on the freighter base. Not a ton. But one thing I wanted to do, and if you saw my inventory earlier, you'll see that I have some plant life, like frost crystals and so forth in my inventory. I went around to the different planets and gathered that stuff up. I was going to build a basic garden on there, and it's just going to be the stuff that has plants in it that are useful for building stuff like acid and lubricant and all that sort of stuff. I'm not putting in the stuff that produces gravitino balls or nip buds or sac venom, any of that. That's just, I get plenty of that on my freighter missions that occur, so I really don't need it, you know. It's just that's kind of a waste of space for me. Bring our freighter in as always. So here's what we've done. We've extended out the front a little bit, brought it to a point which I'm kind of on the fence about. Let me know what you think in the comments about this point. I might just flatten it back out again because I'm not really happy with that. But I also darkened up some of these biodomes and put them in along with some glass corridors, the underwater ones. And built some steps down so we can go into them, but yeah, I think these are kind of cool looking. And look, it's got that rusty look to it that I went for. I went for the rusted metal look, you know, to give it this kind of, I don't know. It's just like, this is an old freighter, you know, it was beautiful once. Now it's been built up and worked on for years, and yeah. It's not the same, so pretty solid so far. Everything else is the same though. All right. I know this was a short video today, but I've got a lot going on this weekend, and I want to thank you for joining me. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. That way you know every time I have a new video dropping. And if you found this useful at all, let me know with a like on the video and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you found some companions. I do want to do a companion guide coming up here where we hatch some eggs, and but we first manipulate them to make bigger and badder creatures. So that's going to be an upcoming video, as well as some cooking videos with my main character. I've been wanting to do that one for a long time, and I've just got to get to it. It's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm putting it off. It's going to be a project. Maybe I'll do that on Labor Day and release it later in the week if I can only work a half day or something like that. And also I want to look at the living frigates again, because it was brought to my attention from one of my comments, and I'll credit him in the video. We're going to revisit that because I believe my feeding your living frigate guide was a little off base from the actual mechanics of how it works. So I want to revisit that and correct that if that's the case. So we'll see you next time. As always, I thank you very much for joining me. Peace.